Exclamation mark, doc type, and close mark. Very good. Tell me the second line.
Open tag HTML.
Okay, tell me the third line.
The head. Open tag head.
Very good. Next, inside head.
The title tag.
Very
The
good.
title. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, after head.
The body tag.
Very good.
Turn on your mic. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Fatma, what's the
Okay, Fatma,
purpose
what's the
of writing this first line, doc
writing
type HTML?
this first line of type HTML? Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry, I wasn't in your last class. So
I think you was in
I think
connection with
you
me on
was in
WhatsApp.
connection with me on WhatsApp. Pardon?
You didn't?
You didn't? Ma'am, what do you see?
I think you
I
asked me
think
something
you
on WhatsApp.
asked me something on WhatsApp.
Did you message me on WhatsApp?
Did you message me on WhatsApp? Yes, I messaged you.
And you was working with
And
HTML
you was
document.
working with HTML. I learned that through YouTube videos, but I don't know the purpose of this doc type and HTML. I don't know why they are written.
Okay. Okay, we can
Okay,
skip this question. We
okay,
will
we can
ask
skip this
later
question.
on with anybody
Ask it
else.
later on with anybody else.
I am getting my voice
I
back.
am getting my voice back.
Do you people facing any problem in my voice?
Yes, it's breaking.
It's breaking. Let me check.
It's breaking. Let me check.
Okay. Or so what did you learn, Fatma Buhari?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you get today from
What
YouTube
did you
videos?
get today from YouTube videos? What did I learn?
Yes,
I
tell me.
learned the process. The process is to make an HTML program.
Okay, what is the process of
Okay,
making?
what is the process of making? The first process is to open a document.
Okay,
Okay.
next.
After that, next, you open your application that you are using to make the HTML,
Okay,
and then open the
okay.
document then that you save. Okay.
all right. After that,
All right. After that, then you start your HTML by opening a tag.
okay,
Write a doc type and HTML, then
okay,
close the tag. Okay.
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 So we
Okay. So we
let's we write like
let's
this.
we write like
Tell
this.
anything after this. We have these tags and tell something new to write on
Hello, ma'am.
screen.
Tell anything after this. We have these tags and that's something new to write down. Ma'am, your screen is not showing.
Okay, let me check.
Okay, let me check.
Okay, Fatma Buhari, I was saying that.
I was saying that. Okay, it's not showing. It's not showing.
Okay, so please tell anything
Okay,
new to
so
write
please
on.
tell anything to write on.
Fatma Buhari, can you please tell
Padma
me
Buhari,
any
can you
new
please tell
element?
me any new element? New element? Okay, ma'am. Um, the heading element.
Any HTML tag name,
Any
anything you
HTML
want.
tag name? The BR tag, ma'am. The break, line break.
Okay, BR tag
Okay.
line break. Why we
BR
use it?
tag line break. Why we use it?
We didn't did it in our last
We
class,
didn't did
but
it in
we will
our
do
last
it in
class.
our today class.
We
You can
will
turn
in
off
today
your
class.
mic. I will
You can
teach it later on in the
I will
class. Let me ask
later
from somebody else.
Let's ask somebody else. Okay, ma'am.
Anybody
Thank
else?
you. Anybody
Who
else?
will tell me anything that we have done in our previous class?
The heading, ma. We did H1 to H6.
Good. Okay. How to write H1? Open tag H1 and close tag. So write anything inside it. This is the heading element. Okay. Fat Habibatullah, I know you have prepared last lecture very well. Let me ask from somebody else. Muhammad Salisu, open your turn on your mic. Muhammad Salisu. Musa Deganta, turn on your mic.
Yes, hello.
How many tags are there for headings?
For headings,
Yes,
it was 1 to I think 5 or 6.
6.
Yeah, 1 to 6.
Like this. Okay. And what else we did in our last class? Name any tag else than this, else than heading tags.
The paragraph.
Who said? Bibatullah, you answered?
Yes, ma'am. We did the paragraph.
Exactly, we did the paragraph, but I want to know why other persons are not responding. So on we have 6 headings. Size of heading decreases by as we move from 1 to 6, And later on we did paragraph. We use opening tag p and this closing tag for paragraph. So I told you that this is an HTML tag, opening tag, this is HTML closing tag. For closing tag we have to write this open operator, then this forward slash and this closing operator. So this is the format of writing end tag, but in opening tag we skip this forward slash. Okay, so this is the opening tag as a whole. Opening tag plus uh, the anything that we want to write and closing tag, this all we call it an HTML element. So this is one HTML element that is for paragraph. For headings we have 6 types of HTML elements from H1 to H6. And what else we did in our last class? Anything that we did in our last class else than this? Habibatullah, is there anything that we did in our last class?
No, ma, that's all.
Okay. Okay, so what we are going to do today? Today our topics are, I hope everybody has joined the class. Like somebody messaged me, Dada, who messaged me that he's not allowed to attend the class. I think you are in the class now.
Yes, ma, I'm in the class.
Okay. So let me check that. Today topics are HTML links, HTML links, images, attributes. There are many different attributes like href, source, alternate, width, height, language, title, and finally we will do style. We will also learn some new thing about paragraph like break tag, horizontal rule, and we will learn also the pre-tag for paragraph. Okay, we will learn all this today, inshallah. Let's start with HTML links and images. So as we have basic HTML element of heading and paragraph, there are two other basic elements that are used for embedding some link in our HTML web page, and we will learn how to embed image in our HTML page. Okay, so I told you that whatever we write in our body gets printed on our browser screen. So if I have written this here, this will not show, will not be shown on our front screen or browser screen. I think there is somebody you want to join. Okay. So for HTML links, what tag we use for HTML to write links uh, in our browser or in our web page? So for link we use anchor tag. For writing anchor tag we write in this way: a So this is called anchor tag. Okay, this is the opening tag and this is the closing tag. For putting a link, we use an attribute. So what are the attributes? For anchor tag, we have to write the attribute href is equal double quotation mark. Okay, attributes are the provide the additional information about the tag. If I write href, it means that I am going to use a link here. We write href for writing any link to our web page. For write always for writing any attribute provide additional information about the tag. So for writing any attribute inside a tag, we have to remove this sign. Okay, we will put this sign at the end when we end our attribute value. Here we are going to provide our attribute value inside the double quotation mark. So href value will be any link. For example, if there is a web page, for example, oh, like this, or this is the web page. For example, this is the web page. Okay, so I am just going to copy this address, Control C, and I paste it here, Control V. Okay, whatever I write as value of my attribute will not be shown on my web page. For example, let's suppose I removed a closing tag from here, so I am going to put it there, like here. Okay, so if I save it now, Control S, I pressed Control S, went on the name of my file, pressed right button. I am going to copy the path and now I will paste it on my browser. Open a new window, Control V, I pasted it here, and now enter. Wrong spelling of paragraph. You see, there is no link shown. What I typed inside href not appearing here. So whatever we type in as an attribute, as the value of attribute, doesn't get printed on our web page. So that's why we need to write something to show on our web page. That's why I am closing this tag here, so my attribute end here, and after that I write this is my link. So now it will appear as a blue clickable button on my web page. For example, now I press Ctrl S, I go to browser and refresh the page. You see, this is my link. So it is appearing with an underline and blue color. It means it is pressable, it is clickable. When I click on it, this goes to this page. I hope you are getting it.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I press on back button, this led me to my page. let me correct the spelling of paragraph here there in my code. Paragraph. Okay, so we use this anchor link for writing this anchor tag for writing HTML link to our web page, and href is an attribute used to provide additional information about this anchor tag. Okay, so let's move on the images, how to tag some image. So for image we use img image tag. Okay, for image tag we also need we are bound, we are obligated to write, always use some attribute with anchor tag and image tag to complete our goal, to to write link in anchor tag and to paste image inside image tag. We are bound to use attribute. For image we have to use source tag, src source tag, and same the case that whenever we have to use any attribute we remove this closing sign from the tag and then we provide the attribute. You see our this sorry, VS Code is coloring it like this aqua blue color to the attributes. Okay, all tags are appearing like this blue color, and attributes are appearing this aqua blue color. Okay, source, then we have to provide the value of source with the equal sign. Okay, equal sign, then inside the quotation marks you will put the value. So here I have to write the source of my image. For example, image, I already have an image downloaded in my computer. Let's suppose, let me open my folder. I don't need to reset it. I just need the address of my image. I can also manually type the address of my image, but this I wanted to search for this. I will copy this file path. Even if you are doing practicing it on our mobile app, you can go to your file manager in your mobile and then open an image and search for its file path. Or even if you open any image in your mobile gallery, you can find their paths, or there will be an option copy path where you will find the path of the image. You just need to copy that path. So it has been copied now, and then you just need to provide that in your code. Here I am just pasting it. Okay, so this is actually the address where is the picture located in my laptop. So similarly, when I didn't write anything after my this providing link, it didn't show anything to the browser screen. Same way, if I end the tag here, this will not show anything. Oh, sorry, sorry, image will get printed on the screen, but let me show you what the issue will be there. You don't need to write and tag after image tag. Okay, just I am just saving it, Control S, and you need to go this copy path option, but we already have opened it to the browser, so that's why I will just refresh the browser. So you see the images appearing here. Actually, this image tag is not a block element, it is inline element. Inline element are those that appears within the line that was previously being used. The image tag is an inline element, inline tag. That's why this image is appearing within the line of this last line. But paragraph, heading, these are block tags. The block tag got the complete width of the screen. We cannot write anything over here when we are using block tag. Even if there is a lengthy statement inside this heading 3 tag, this will carry this all width of the screen. Block tag also appear in the new line in our browser screen, while the inline tags appears inside the previous line. Image is an inline tag, that's why my image is getting printed in the same line that was in use previously. So this was the difference of block elements and inline elements. Okay, so I was telling you that image no doubt image get printed on our browser screen, but we better write some alternate text for the image. For example, if there is somebody blind that cannot see what is the image, you need to write some text that will usually blind people have screen readers in their phones and in their laptops. So screen readers doesn't read what is the picture, but can read alternate text provided for the picture. For example, for that purpose we use alternate attribute. Because it is an attribute, I will remove this tag and provide it after I finish all attributes. First I have used this source attribute, secondly I am using alternate tag attribute. That's why I will, whenever I end my all attributes, I will provide the end tag for image. So alternate is equal, and there inside quotation marks, double quotation marks, I will provide some alternate text that the a screen reader will read for the blind person. Or for example, if there is some issue with the web page that images are not being downloaded, for example, sometime Facebook asks either you want to see images or not. If you want to use free Facebook, you can uh, use free Facebook, but it will not show you the images, but it will show if there is any alternate text provided for the image. That's why for that purpose we use alternate this alt attribute, and as an value we provide some information about the image. For example, this is a logo, academy logo. Control S, and now I will refresh the browser. You see that alternate tag is not get printed on the screen, but it will get printed for in case if my image is not getting downloaded because of network issue, or because it is an blind person mobile phone or laptop, then this alternate text will get appeared on the screen. I hope you are getting what I am trying to tell you. Good. Okay, so we did links, images, and attributes. I have showed you that href is an attribute, source is an attribute, alternate is an attribute. There are some more attributes. For example, we can also specify width and height for our image by using width attribute. Width is equal, sorry, let's suppose I say it should carry 60% width of my screen. I press Ctrl S and go to my browser, refresh the browser. So this is now occupying 60% screen. So let's pause. I also want to specify height for it. I can use height attribute. I want it to have an height of, let's suppose, 80%. Control S, go to browser, refresh. It has been elongated in height. This is my whole screen, so it is carrying 80% of my screen length. Similarly, for example, there is another attribute. Torkuma, you can turn off your camera and mic.
Okay, ma'am.
Turn off your mic and camera. Okay, there is another. Let me show you some other attributes so that you have a clear idea about attributes. HTML. You can specify the language of your browser. For example, if I provide here the attribute lang, language is equal, so I can select English. So it is already is in English language, so it will appear similarly. And you can also specify the country, like there is different English language for British and uh, America. So you can write country name, first two letters of country name, uh, you whose language you are going to use. For example, en hyphen un, either capital or small. Let's suppose it is like this. So this will specify the browser that it is has to be appeared, this need to be appear in English language of United Nations. So it will appear if I press Ctrl S and go to browser. This will show no change because this is already in English language. Let me try some other language. Usually we write English un in our web pages coding, but let's try something else, like your people language. I think Hausa. You most of the people in Nigeria use Hausa language. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Control S. Let's try if it appears Hausa. No change. Okay, let's try Hausa Nigeria. This is bringing some any change, but this was the purpose of telling you that you can use HTML language attribute for specifying the language of your browser page. And most of the time, because English is the international language, we just write he and here. You for me it is not working if I am writing Hausa for Nigerian, or Urdu for Pakistanis. It is not working. You can try, you people can try, perhaps it work for you. Okay, so let's move on. Then there is style, break tag, horizontal rule, and tree. Okay, let's move on to style. Or there are some other attributes that I have sent in a message. Language, title, style. Okay, so title, let's try title. For example, or let me use here title here. I removed the end tag, and now I type title is equal quotation mark. Inside quotation mark you can provide any additional information. For example, if I wrote the word paragraph and I want it somebody, if somebody scroll cursor on the word paragraph on the browser page, it must know some additional information about the paragraph. For example, this is also called a tool. Title is a tooltip tool that provides extra information about what is being written on the screen. For example, this paragraph is about an animal. So I end the quotation mark, and I have ended my attribute. So here I close the tag, but this ending tag will do not change its position. It will always be present at the end of the element. So this word paragraph is also the part of the element. That's why we will write this end tag at the end. Okay, if I now press Ctrl S and go to browser, refresh it now. So when I hover my mouse over the paragraph, why it is not showing anything? Oh, this was like so. This is how it appears. You see, this paragraph is about an animal. This is how a tooltip work. This tag is also called tooltip tag, the title tag. So whatever you write as a value of title tag appears like this additional information when you hover your mouse over the word on the browser screen. Are you people getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So next is the style. Now try styling of the. Okay, one more thing about image is that I have provided the source of an image that is already downloaded or is present in my laptop. So this is called an absolute link or absolute source. If I provide a source that is present online, that is called relative source, and absolute source are better option than relative source, because perhaps you are providing a source that is the source of an image that is present on any other website, and the person after some time deletes that image from his website. Then when people when then that action will disturb your browser, your website page, because this link or this picture will no longer appear on your screen. For example, you can also provide any online picture source. For example, I open any picture from the web page, from the internet. Okay, I press on open image in new tab, so that only image address I can get only the address for the image. So this is now the address of the image. I just copy it and paste it to my code, like let's have a new code for it. So this is the address for that image. Always try to write, always provide some alternate text after href after source. After using source tag, we are working for image. You must use alternate text. For example, this is a living room. So here you have used both attribute and your image tag here. Control S, go to the browser, refresh the page. I didn't provide any width and height for the image, that's why it is getting whole screen, because this picture has resolution for my whole screen. So this is appearing as it is, that it has been designed, how it has been designed. Okay, so the purpose of this thing was to tell you that you can also use some picture that has not been downloaded in your system. You can use the source address of any online picture, but it better option that you download the picture first and then use its source address. Okay, so move on. Next our topic is styling. So this is called inline styling that I am going to show you. For example, these are already lines present in my coding, so I just provide an attribute of style like this. Okay, style is an attribute on its own. That's why we use equal sign and provide value inside quotation mark. But style is such an attribute that have different properties. The syntax of providing style in your line is to write style equal sign quotation marks, and inside the quotation mark you have to write some property. I'm just telling you the syntax. I will give you example later on. After property, provide colon marks and the name of the value of the property and semicolon mark. Then if you want to use some other property, you will use the same syntax, property colon and the value of property and semicolon. This is how you use inline styling in your HTML document. This is called inline CSS. CSS stands for Cascade Styling Sheet. That can be an external sheet. You can design a whole separate document for the styling, that is external CSS. And if you use style attribute inside an element, that is called inline CSS. So this is the syntax of inline CSS. Let me show you some example. For example, there is a property of font family like this. So you can value it by providing any font family, for example italics, or let's suppose no italics, some other, like you can choose any of these are the font families. For example, Times New Roman is the most common one, or Arial also is the most commonly used sans serif. You can choose any of these. Which one should I use? Let's suppose have this. Okay, so this is how we use the style attribute. I'm just providing control S and refresh the page. What happened to it? We have styled H1. We didn't provide the end tag of H1. We skipped that. That is the reason it is not appearing, and this is the color red. We skipped after quotation mark. We need provide end tag. Sorry, this end bracket. Okay, so now if I press Ctrl S, go to the browser and refresh the page, you see it is different font than this. Here you see there is serif, there is this smaller lines at the end of words are called serif. So you see it is different font family, there is difference. Look at G of this language and this language, so this is a different family, that's why different font family. We can have more than one properties inside one style attribute. Let's suppose we used font family property. Next we can use any other. Inside the same quotation marks we can provide other property, then colon sign, then its value, and end it with a semicolon. For example, another property can be, I have told you font family. Okay, that can be font background color, font size. Okay, although the size and the bold letter and already predefined for each heading in our system. H1 has its own size, H2, H3 has their own size and their own predefined font family and color, but you can change it, you can also customize it on your own. For example, let me change its font size. So I will type font size, this, provide some font size. You can choose any of this, or you can write it like 300%. Now I press Ctrl S, go to my web page and refresh. This size is now very large. You see it was not so big as it is now, but I think it is not making much difference that you people can feel. Let me change it to the 90. Control S and refresh. Okay, you see now it is smaller. It is not the default size of H1, but it has been customized now. That's why it is even smaller than heading 2. So there are many more properties for style. You can even search for inline styling on W3 School. You will get many more styling properties, and you can try them on your own. For example, we can try of another styling property, that is color. Font. For changing the font color, text color, you just need type color colon, and you can choose any of the predefined colors. For example, let me choose brown. Control S and go to the browser. This is how it is appearing. For example, I want to add some background color. We can leave it this heading 1 for now because we have done many things with it. Let's try styling heading 2. Somebody texting me that, for example, somebody texting like, good evening ma'am, the class ended on its own. Where did you learn the last? Where the meeting ended? Did you understand this all style? Or should I repeat it?
No, ma. Just continue. Let's go on. Hmm?
Ma, please repeat it.
Oh,
Okay.
whenever it happens, you just immediately message me that you people have been disconnected. I was telling about how to provide inline style. For that purpose, just use this attribute style equal and then provide property colon sign and the value. Then end with it semicolon. Again, you use more than one properties inside style attribute. This is the one font family is the one property and the name of the font family is its value. Next is second property is font size colon the value of font size is 90%. Third property that I used is the color. It changed the text color to the brown. Let me show you the impact of this all thing on the web page. This is how it changed the size of heading 1, its color and its font family. This is the different font as you see serif here of H and you see G of this family and this family. So it changed the font family. It also changed the color and heading 1, you know, the largest heading H1 heading is the largest heading, but here we have changed its size too by using the property of font size. I hope you people understand till now. If there is any confusion till now, I can repeat. Should I move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, I was telling about. Did you people get it that you can use either the source of a downloaded picture or the source of any source of any downloaded picture or source from any online picture? Did you people got it? Get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we understand.
Good. Okay. So I was telling about the style. I have told you the font size, color, and next let me tell you the background, how to change the background color and text align by using style attribute. Let me use
Hmm?
style attribute
I
for
didn't
heading 2. Turn off mic please. If there is no any question, you can turn off mic please. For changing the background of heading 2, you just need background color. colon, provide any background color. Let's suppose provide background color blue, semicolon. Then end this attribute with this ending tag. We forget to provide quotation marks. Okay, Control S, go to the browser, refresh it. This is how the background color get changed. Okay, next is text align, and other is how to use text align. For example, you want to align text to the center, you just need to write inside this quotation marks text align colon and provide center. So it Control S, you see it moved to the center. This is how you can use styling, inline styling. You can check for even more properties on W3 School and try it on your own. Okay, here we end the topic of styling. Next is rule and pre, break tag, horizontal tag. I think this is enough for today. We have consumed 1.5 hours. We should end the class now, and I will teach the remaining things in the next class. If there is any question, you can ask. Okay, if there is no question, let me recap the things in just a few minutes. Today we learned HTML links, images, attributes, style, and only this. Okay, not this. For providing HTML link, we use this anchor tag with the attribute href. We provide the value of href, that is the link to the website or page we are referring to. Then close the tag with this closing operator and provide the value, provide the statement that will appear on your browser. Use the end tag. This is how you provide links in your web page. Next is the images. There are two ways to provide the images. One is to provide the link of an downloaded image with this. You have to use source tag for source attribute for the image tag. So you can use absolute address of the image, or you can use relative source, that is the address of an image that is online present. You have to use alternate attribute also for the image for providing any extra information about the image, so that even if the image did not get downloaded to the user screen, it will at least get the alternate text about the image. You can specify the width and height of the image also. These properties can also be used inside the style attribute. Width and height also the part of style attribute. Style is another attribute that you can use either in headings or paragraph to style it. We have tried font family property. The syntax of styling is like this, that you use style attribute equal sign, inside the quotation marks you use many properties and their values for styling. For example, I used font family property, provide the value for font family, then I used font size property, value of font size, color property for changing the text color, and I also tried background color and center text align property. uh, I will suggest you people try it many times. It is just coding is just like mathematics. You will confuse the things in the beginning. You will get many errors. Don't be disheartened. You can share your error screen to me. I will respond you how to treat that error, and just be friendly with error and explore many things, many new things, and learn everything. uh, you can practice is the only thing that you can believe, or you can trust that you will become a software engineer in the future. Just practice it on daily basis. Even if your class is just scheduled for once a week, you need to practice every computer language on daily basis. Okay, so we also use this title attribute. This provide a tooltip that provide extra information about the written one on the screen. If there is no question, we can call it a day. Any question?
No
Not
question,
yet,
ma.
ma'am.
Okay, then we end the class now, and I will provide the assignment till tomorrow morning. And don't worry about the result of the assignment. I will check your previous assignment inshallah soon, in 1 or 2 days. Torkuma, what is your question?
Thank you, ma'am.
Man,
Yes,
please,
yes.
I can't access my portals. I'm not accessing my portal since they are showing me that I'm having invalid profile, something like that. Whenever I want to log in, it showed me I have invalid users. I
But
can't access my portal.
perhaps there is some issue in the address of image path. Recheck the image path, and if the
Yes,
problem,
ma'am.
if the problem persists, you can share the screenshot on my WhatsApp.
Okay, ma'am. I will do that. Thank you,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay, Allah Hafiz. Goodbye.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.